Lizzardo, Lizzardo, whatever you want to call me now. Really don't, but we're at the hands off. We're walking up actually to the state capitol for the hands off our democracy protest. For what it is, I'm just covering the First Amendment and the government. That's all I'm doing. I'm not really allied with them. They're not really supportive of people of color. They believe that white people need to speak for people of color. I think they've been doing that. I think that's what this other Latin man that I spoke to at the Capitol, the last protest they had, a couple weeks ago. I don't know. They have them all the time, at least monthly. And I think they're national hands-off group in the 50-51. To me, in Austin, they look like the same members, same group. And it's a bunch of gringos. Let's just say gringos in Texas. And they say that black and brown people need to remain quiet. They mention black people, Black Lives Matter, trans lives matter, but women's lives matter, whatever. But they don't really care about brown and indigenous people. They never say land back. They're not really allied with me. So they're still growing and learning. They're just, unfortunately, the gringos that have to learn everything from scratch, and they're in their 20s. But then there's a lot of elderly people there too. They've just been clueless their whole life, I guess. I don't know. But nobody says, hey, what about indigenous people? What about Mexican Americans? What about immigrants? Also, Mexican Americans aren't immigrants, just to let you know. We're from here in Texas. This used to be Mexico all the way up to Colorado, California, all that was Mexico. So, and before that it was indigenous land all the way as far as the eye can see across the Americas, from South America to North America, Canada, Central America. All of that was many thousands of indigenous tribes, including some major civilizations that while Europeans were still living in caves, there was massive pyramids being built by the Aztecs. They had another name. I am not the historian. I'm just still learning. I wish, it's still coming through. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot of culture to learn. So you want to inhale. You want to inhale ancestral teachings and culture. Inhale what your grandparents, your abuelos, your ancestors gave you, and exhale colonial bullshit. Let that shit out. Let all that colonial bullshit out, because they don't represent you. Anyhow, I was just reading, learning on PBS, not reading, watching the new shows they've got about. I can't think of where it was. Minnesota. I think it was a Minnesota uprising. Madisonville, was it? Some big major thing, and it's been erased by history. And it was black and brown people, a lot of brown people that were ignored, because the struggle was between on the conversations were between black and white people at the city council and at the legislature. Nobody ever talked about brown people. And that's kind of it. We got police and EMS and fire all in motion up there. I guess we got to go up there. There's nothing going on over here, really. There's a Ukraine protest, very small today, but it's a weekly protest they have. Hi.
Hi.
It's a weekly protest they have for Ukraine over there. I'll get a little beer, hold on. I told them, end all the war, and the Freemasons got to go. But I'm not allowed to say Freemasons. Very small protest. There's going to be some speakers, probably. It began about 45 minutes ago, but there is EMS and that stuff over here. There's so much lens in my pocket.
Good morning. God bless you.
Yeah. I see you're holding God.
No, God is inside my soul.
D-O-G, G-O-D. Forgiving.
Jesus loves you.
Yep. Jesus wants to suck my blood. I'm not interested right now, and it's only Saturday. It's not my Sabbath. Not my Sabbath. Here, I'll get some B-roll here. I'm gonna take a little B-roll for the media outlets, the other media outlets that are behind. They might have someone here or not. But, good idea. I'm a stringer. Also, how long did I do? See, they're talking to the police. They don't have any anti-police practices. There's a bunch of white people who don't care about race. A cop dipping in uniform right there, just spit. Where is the emergency? Oh, there it goes. They're taking off. They took care of it. Good. Street medics are here. Street medics aren't allowed on UT campus according to the same legislature. So they're taking off with one of the older gringo ladies on a stretcher. That's good.